Hey, what up? I'm back with the Power Hour. Well, maybe not an hour, but this is Loch 121. Follow me at LOCH121 on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Subscribe to my channel, check out my music, check out my videos, check out my other recaps and whatnot. Check the links in my description. You know? But yeah, man, this episode was wow. Power season 4, episode 4. We're in this together. Get my background right. You know what I mean? Ghost looking like everybody hates Chris look or something in the face on this picture right here. All right. So, so I won't be here all day. Let's get into this episode. You know what I mean? So boom. Charlie Murphy tries to choke Ghost out. Ghost in there in the weight room. He tried to choke him out. And he mentions that he already choked somebody else like that out in the weight room at some point. Tommy stayed at Tasha's house on the couch. Nothing, no funny business going on. And then you see Mike, Angie, Sax, and they're kind of arguing or whatever. And basically they're arguing about that traffic stop issue, and they agree that they want Ghost to get the needle. Angie said that real half-heartedly though. You know, so Mock pulls Angie to the side and basically says, you know, you tried to offer Ghost this deal. I didn't OG, and I'm not feeling you, but try to run that deal past Angie. Proctor and Silver question Ghost about his associates like Dre, Julio, and all those people. Julio, I mean. And they call him, Proctor calls him one-man homeboy industry. I don't know how I feel about that. And they talking about, Silver talking about don't take it personal, or somebody said that. Be like, this is about my life. It doesn't get any more motherfucking personal than that. And I agree. I definitely agree with that. How can it get more personal than trying to take my life? So because Silver told him he don't want to be seen as the angry black man and seen as the guy who killed a cop in cold blood. And Silver asked about the gun, and Ghost is like, I don't know anything about the gun. So they're trying to file a motion to get the gun suppressed. And Ghost just staring at Silver like he want to strangle him to death when he walks out. So then there's the incident in the weight room. When Silver leaves, Ghost asks Proctor to ask about an incident in the weight room with a prisoner getting hurt or killed or something, and ask about Marshall Clyde Williams. And he asked about the money drop, and he wants to get him to ask about the murder, Tommy, that is. He wants to get Tommy to ask about the murder of Roberto Saletti, some guy who Tony and them might have clapped up or something. So, and he asked about Silver, and he says he only trusts Proctor. Next, you see Cristobal meet Julio, and he was late because he was singing Domingo, the guy who Tommy ran over. And basically, he's like, Julio, you ain't got no respect out here just because Tommy made you the distribution. It's like, whatever, I don't respect you. And yeah, that's a bad situation right there. Proctor and Tommy talk, and he tells him about Tony Teresi, whatever, and how he called James Ghost, how he wants this 20K a week, not to snitch. And, you know, Proctor was like, we're all fucked up together. And Tommy tells him, and Proctor tells him to find out if they killed Saletti. So Angie goes to see Tasha and tries to give her that deal, and Tasha says no. And Angie is saying stuff like, you know, all those nights when he was blowing my back out and fucking the shit out of me, but he was coming home to you. And Tasha was like, but you must want me to slap the fuck out of you. So yeah, she said no, and she bounced out. You know what I mean? Tariq goes to see Kanan and he gives him some money for that robbery of the bully from last episode or whatever. So Tariq is still hanging out with this guy, and it's a young girl kind of giving him the eye or whatever, and they joking on him about looking at the girl, and you know. So then you see Julio tells Tommy that Dre money is late. Tommy is like, you know, this is your problem. You're distro, handle that. You making this my problem, and you're becoming a problem. And he also has said Julio was like, you know, you made it hard by over Domingo, and Tommy was like, yeah, handicapped people get all the best parking spots. So that was one of my favorite lines out here. And Julio just like, you making this hard for me. You know what I'm saying? You up here running folks over, and then I got to do business with them, yada, yada. He asked why he was in the feds longer than Trey. And Julio was like, you know, I could have snitched in 5 minutes if I wanted to. And Tommy just looked at him like, I ain't say nothing about snitching. And he was like, get my money by 12 but get fired. Which fired by Tommy might mean killed, basically. What the hell? How did my background change so quick? Hey, Queen Latifah ain't supposed to be back there, man. Not what's supposed to be going on. Messing up my backdrop. Messing up my backdrop, man. It messing me up. And my remote need battery, so it'd be pausing slow. It never want to stop where I want it to stop. There we go. There we go. We back, we back, we back. So yes. Where was I at? Julio? Yeah, Dre. So Dre was late. Now, okay. Tasha and Keisha talk, and Keisha says she would have beat Angie, beat the brakes off Angie, or whatever. And Tasha says, uh, Tasha asks who, Keisha asks who spent the night, and Tasha says Tommy. So Keisha kind of jealous, like, you sure that's a good idea? You know, Tommy sleeping over here while Ghost in jail. And Tasha is like, shoot, Ghost told Tommy to hold shit down. So, you know, she's still jealous over 50 son, fake Dwayne Weed, fake Dwayne Wade, Sean, Kanan's son, and all that. So Keisha said something about if I were you, I'd be thinking about getting on my own damn side. I don't know about that. So Julio goes to see Dre. He gets the money, asks about Dre telling Tommy about staying in the feds longer, and Tommy lies. And Dre says, you know, we cool, and I'm not your enemy. Dre is a snake. Tasha goes to see Ghost in jail, and she says, you know, she was mad he didn't at least tell her about the deal that would have protected the kids and her. You know, I'm like, whatever. I'm not taking that deal. Ain't no need to tell you about it because I'm not taking it. Angie tells Mott that Tasha won't flip. And then they get a letter from Proctor about suppressing the gun. Cristobal goes to see Dre up in Truth. And they're talking about Julio and Tommy. And basically, Dre talking about Julio ain't ready for prime time. Cristobal says they ready to revolt over this Domingo thing. I don't even know why Cristobal feels so comfortable about talking to Dre about this stuff. I guess because he know he jealous about not being distro. It was funny, they did the plug talking about bring over the effing vodka. That was subtle. Real subtle. So yeah. And yeah, so they talking about Julio. Raina, I mean, Tariq cusses his sister out because she finds some money. You know, Raina was up in the room and finds that money that Kanan gave Tariq. In court, fake L.A. Reid agent Donovan is on the stand. Proctor blames him for everything that Mike did. He blames him for putting the gun there. He actually has this whole scenario figured out. He just got the wrong guy for doing it. But yes, fake L.A. Reid gets mad on the stand talking about somebody needs to shut your motherfucking mouth. And Silver looks over the Ghost like, see, look, the angry black man. So Mock says they're screwed on the gun and we need a new way to go. Tommy makes the drop to the gangster who looks like Cliff from Cheers, looking just like Cliff from Cheers. So we asked him, what has he done trying to get dude to say, he clapped somebody or something, and he asked about Saletti, and the dude makes a face or whatever. And then Tony's wife come out in this conversation, like, who is this? And Tommy says a friend. She says Tony ain't got no friends or whatever. And then Tommy breaks out. Proctor and Beecher, aka Bailey, talk on the phone. He says he doesn't want to help Proctor or Ghost, or James, I should say. Proctor wonders why Beecher, Bailey, isn't the centerpiece of the case. And it's because he wants to protect Greg, and they think Greg is the mole, the leak, or whatever. So he says that he won't be called because of that. And then he admits he has evidence against Tommy. And he says that Proctor would have to choose between his clients. Proctor asks if it's a recording. He says we should meet. Proctor says meet in the office. Bailey says let's meet at the house, at Proctor's house. Bad decision, bro. Tony calls Sammy and asks, was it him or something like that? And Sammy was like, it's him. So Tony says, you sure? Sammy like, it's sure. So I do think it's some relation there. I think that's his son. Connie come out, she like, who is that kid? Whoop-de-whoop, and why you lying? Why are they calling Tommy a kid? He's like 33, 34, I don't know. So she's like mad, saying people lying to him or whatever. And Sammy like, chill out, we just trying to keep you alive and happy. Keisha and Tommy talk about Tommy being over Tasha's crib, and he just ends up beating her back out. But she was so jealous because he was like, Ghost told me to take care of her and the kids. And she's like, I got a kid. And next thing you know, they getting butt naked. And we never see that kid barely. So I don't know about Keisha's parenting skills exactly. I don't know about her parenting skills, but he beats her back out. They show the titties looking nice. She got a new titty job, definitely. You look back at that old one, the old sex scene with fake Dwayne Wade, Sean, and then you look at this one, she then added some firmness and some size to him, no doubt. That ass fat too. Sorry, Carmelo. Yeah, she let the twins out. She let the twins out. So yes, Tariq is with his friend, quote unquote, and he can memorize security codes from far away. He's amazing. I like the music that we're playing. Something about I'm a villain, I'm a dime, ring the alarm. So long story short, Kanan comes and robs the kid house while they getting drunk on lean. They making noise. The kid is dumb, talking about what's that? Tariq goes and hollers at Kanan while he's in the dude's house. Also, what they did to make it look smooth, they got his man to dress up in a cop uniform and act like he was questioning them before they walked in the crib, so the white people walking by felt safer. They were like, okay, the cops are on these guys. So yeah, they got all the shit. I don't know how Tariq isn't gonna get blamed for this shit, but whatever. Dude was getting drunk off lean or whatever, high, so he ain't gonna tell. He already, Tariq already told him don't call the security company because we getting high. So I'm like, is it really worth it? But anyway, Tommy meets Proctor and he tells him, he gives him the note about the info. Tommy gives Proctor the note of the info he got from Sandy. And Proctor tells Tommy the feature from Oz, Bailey, has a recording. And Tommy is like, he wants to be there. Proctor is like, no, Tommy, like, I wasn't asking. So you know that Tommy is killing dude right then. It's no doubt. Proc tells Ghost that Williams is getting transferred for saying he beat up dude. He also says that the Ruiz recording came up. That's the recording with Tommy. He tells Ghost about that. And they ask why they're not using it, and tells him he's meeting with the Homeland Security guy, who is Bailey. And he asks him to snitch on Tommy again, and Ghost says no again. He asks about Teresi, and he says the guy jumped when he asked about Saletti. So he gives Ghost Tommy's notes. Proctor tells Ghost, be careful. Tasha goes to the kids' school. She mad about the paparazzi. Tells, I guess, the dean, I don't know who this lady is, but she like, shoot, the paparazzi wouldn't be over here if, you know, Ghost wasn't, you know, on trial for killing a federal agent. And then she tells her that her check bounced and the kid's gonna be suspended if she don't get that money. So yeah, boom, it's going down. The feds snatching up the money. They done froze the accounts. The feds went up on Keisha, shut her salon down, shut Truth down. Dre calls Julio and tells him it just got real. Truth got shut down. Keisha calls Tasha, tell her what's going on. Tasha, like she coming. Tariq leaves out on the elevator, gives Raina the finger. And Raina just looking confused, like her world is insane. Poor Raina. Poor Raina. Kanan is talking to the girl who was looking at Tariq. And he like, you know, you nervous? You'll be all right. So then Dre comes over, tells 50 how Truth got shut down. 50 is like, fuck you, pay me, I don't care. Dre sees Tariq, tries to get Tariq to leave. Tariq like, I ain't leaving. He's like, I'ma stay. He think he gangster, like, I'ma stay. Tariq hits the blunt, start coughing. Then they give Tariq that girl for hitting the lick. So she grabbed his hand and then they leave and they back there talking or whatever. And long story short, it would appear, you know, she puts his hand on her leg and it's like, it's okay. And I think that Tariq smashed. She is the virgin snatcher. The virgin snatcher. She gonna snatch you. So boom, we go to Proctor's house. Proctor Beecher, aka Bailey, is there. He playing the tape. The tape has Tommy saying that they killed Lobos, but they did not name Jamie Ghost. So they still don't have Jamie St. Patrick as Ghost on the tape. And he also doesn't implicate Greg as the leak. So, you know, Bailey just want to clear his name. He's a great friend. He just wants to clear Greg's name. But he says, you know, Ghost should flip. And Greg, you know, he wants Ghost to flip or whatever. And he believes that he killed Greg because they found out about Egan and him, Tommy and him, or whatever. No, Queen Latifah, you're not who I want to see. There we go again with that bull. You know what I'm saying? There we go again with that bull. With this off-track ass remote. See how long this motherfucker take to pause? This is bullshit along though. It's some bullshit. Don't never want to stop where I wanted to stop at though. Ain't that bullshit? You know what I mean? Boom. You might have got it. No. Still ain't catch it. Still ain't catch it. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. So yeah. Where was I at? Yeah, so they in there listening to the tape. And he's you know, yeah, he wants to clear his name. And he says basically the only way to clear Ghost is to throw Tommy under the bus for killing Lobos. So then he plays the tape of Tommy stabbing Ruiz. So he's playing it and he like, you know, Bailey. Okay, and so then Proctor asks him if you know who the leak might be, and Beecher, aka Bailey, was like, maybe. You know what I mean? Well, actually, he said maybe before playing Tommy killing Ruiz, and he says And on the thing, Tommy says Ghost is doing this to him, which they still could take that as Ghost is his alter ego because the way it was said, but it also could be that Ghost is another person and sent him or whatever. Boom! Tommy comes out like Jason out of nowhere. He's in Proctor's house and he stabs the fuck out of Beecher Bailey right through the chest. And this shit was funny as shit. I'm sorry, because Bailey was like, "What the fuck, man?" That shit had me rolling when that nigga was like, "What the fuck, man?" That shit had me rolling. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit was hilarious to me. I cannot fucking lie to you. So after this, after the great stabbing, he definitely came out like Michael Myers or something. This was some American Psycho horror type shit. You know what I mean? He fucked dude up. So then Tommy is basically like, did Ghost plan to take that Ruiz thing? And Proctor explains that he broke into Greg's house to get that tape to save Tommy. And Tommy is like, oh shit. So then he basically he wipes the blood on Proctor's shirt and he's like, you know, we are fucked together. And trying to throw me under the bus isn't an option. So this was a good move on Tommy's part as far as that. And then Proctor is like, yeah, he'll take care of the body, which makes me question, why does Proctor know how to take care of bodies? So boom. You know what I'm saying? But I got an idea on how that's going down. Tony sees Ghost and he's like, what's up? You gonna keep that money coming, bitch, nigga? And Ghost is like, aha, I know you killed Saletti. And if you rat, I'm a rat. And also, how would that family feel about knowing y'all killed Saletti? How would they treat your wife if they knew where she lived at? And he was like, you know, even the stress of another trial would have killed your wife. You know what I'm saying? So, but at first, Tony tried to grab Ghost up, and Ghost could have just cracked his neck, but he just chilled because, you know, he trying to be Ghost. I mean, he trying to be James St. Patrick. He can't be wilding out. So, basically, he put him in checkmate. He makes him nod. He like, if you agree, Tony, nod. And Tony is like, yes, sir, checkmate. They call Ghost to court, and long story short, they kick Proctor off of the case for conflict of interest. Proctor, after this, well, they had called everybody in. Ghost was there, but then they had a private meeting, and Ghost was already sent back to his cell. So then Proctor comes to see Ghost, but he comes to see him in the visitor thing. Ghost is like, why you in the lawyer thing? Man, Proctor be having the epic sad faces when something go down, boy. Them sad faces be epic. He was looking so sad. He was like, I'm not your attorney anymore. And he like, silver is your only way out. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes to see, let me make sure everything correct. So, okay. He goes to Angie crib drunk, talking about he might get suspended or disbarred. And he is like, man, Ghost didn't do this. And he like, how is your case gonna work when this gun is found out to be bullshit? So he drunk and she like, go home, you're drunk. But he does ride for Ghost. He don't ride for Tommy, but he ride for Ghost. So Angie texts somebody named Daryl, asks to see the footage in the office. And she sees that Ghost did not put that gun there. Mike was the last person who watched the footage. I don't know how that'll come about, but Angie's last words is, oh my God, he didn't hide the gun. And then some dope ass music, outro music plays that I like. So yeah, a couple of things. I'm like, what are we doing with Keisha? I think she's gonna rat, but I don't think that Tommy is gonna be forced to kill another woman. Plus, she is so close, but yeah, she's a problem. She's gonna be a problem. What are we doing with Proctor playing both sides as far as Tommy and Ghost? What are we doing with him? What are we doing with Dre playing a million sides? I got a theory, man. I think that Tommy is acting like he's fronting on Julio, but secretly he has it out for Dre. And I think that he's gonna set it up to where Dre think he going to smoke Julio with Tommy, and then they gonna smoke Dre. That's my prediction. So, but it's also like Cristobal and Dre are plotting on killing Julio and possibly plotting on Tommy too. And I'm wondering if Sue heard what what Cristobal said. But she definitely gonna tell that he was at truth. So Julio gotta be on point. I don't know why they trying to play Julio. But I'm like, yo, is Cristobal trying to get Tommy killed? He talking about revolt. I thought 50 ain't messing with effing. I don't really know the situation, but they mentioned effing. It was very blatant. Hey, he wants that effing vodka. That effing vodka. Ding, effing. So Proctor is totally right about that gun being planted, but he picked the wrong guy. And I know Mike was shitting in his pants over that shit. Tony gotta be Tommy's dad or something. I mean, he specifically is asking him, they're talking about is him. I think that Tommy is going to kill Sammy because of the trailer. It's a trailer where he beat somebody with a baseball bat. Also in the trailer, you see a fight with Charlie Murphy, R.I.P., and Biscuit with a knife. And I think that Ghost, I said this before, is going to kill Biscuit, knock Charlie Murphy out, and set it up to look like Charlie Murphy murdered Biscuit. Because he can't get caught for that. You know what I'm saying? No, I think the Ghost should just get Tasha and Angie to eat each other out and just have two wives and be happy, a happy family, Ebony, and Ivory. But anyway, what are we doing with Tariq? He gonna get caught or worse. I don't know. Tragedy. Hopefully he didn't get AIDS from that chick. Somebody in the ill community talking about Kanan gave Tariq a girl with AIDS, but I'm like, no. But I was like, he could get her pregnant, which is possibly worse than AIDS. I think that Julio and Tommy are gonna kill Dre, like I said. I think he's been acting like a hard boss. I'm wondering if them kids gonna get back in school, because if Tariq out of school, he really gonna be thugging. Kanan keeps underage girls around. I don't know. R. Kelly. How does Proctor know where Angela lives? I don't know. He loves some ghosts though. Is Beecher still Homeland Security? I guess he called him that, right? How is Tommy gonna get away with that? I think that Julio is gonna help Proctor with the body. But why is Proctor so familiar with dead bodies? Maybe a OD at some point because he deals with drugs. But remember, Julio is who brought Proctor to Ghost. He had some dirt on Proctor. What is Angie gonna do with this new information? This has got to make her at least question everything. And how could Proctor not know Tommy would kill that dude? How could he not know that? Come on, man. I knew that. And also in the trailer, I kind of knew that because they already showed that scene with him standing there and a body on the floor. So, you know, if you pay attention to trailers, then you can catch some hints, even though they edit shit to hide shit. But yes, Power episode 4 of season 4. We're in this together, man. This episode was wild, man. Tommy came out like a horror icon. He stabbed the shit out of Beecher, aka Bailey or whatever. But yeah, man, this was a great episode. I don't know where we're going, but this web is very tangled. It's a lot of things going on. We still have Lorenz Tate coming. I don't know who he is, but he's coming. And yeah, I'm out like that. Subscribe to my channel first and foremost. Check out my videos. Check out my music. I do music. Check out the links in my description where you can check out, where the music can be bought or streamed. I would greatly appreciate that. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. They're all Loch121, LOCH121. And what am I forgetting? I don't know. Do we have a clip of me forgetting? I don't know. I got that from crack. I love when the dude be like, do we have a clip? Hey, that ain't the worst backdrop though. You know what I'm saying? A little snow bunny in the backdrop. You know what I mean? You know, I ain't really worried about the background now. You know what I mean? But yes, definitely subscribe, like, comment, share, holler at me. I know this one was late, but I'll be late sometimes. But yes, Loch121, LOCH121, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everywhere. Tumblr. Subscribe to my channel here. Need that support. And I'm out like that, man. Free girls, 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 free girls. Yes, please.